Joining us now, former Congressman Rick Keller and attorney Whitney Boan. Good morning to you both. Whitney, Trump Jr. says if something had come from that, I would have told somebody. But it's like saying, well, I don't know, this is a good analogy, but yeah, after we robbed the bank, I saw this money and I knew I had to turn it back in. Well, after the fact, it doesn't really help, right? Legally speaking, what kind of jeopardy does this put Donald Jr. in?
Well, after the fact, and at this juncture particularly, it's very self-serving, especially after he's already given conflicting statements to the media in terms of what even had actually even happened, which we still don't even know. We don't even really know at this point what did happen in that room with that lawyer. What we do know is that he went there with the intent to get information that was, in my opinion, illegal in terms of it compromised the integrity of the United States governmental system in this situation, the campaign process, and the Democratic Party. Obviously, later we know there was email hacks. It's just bad timing. It's bad optics at a minimum, and it might even rise to the level of a conspiracy or collusion. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out in terms of the FBI's response.
You threw out the magic words right there, collusion and conspiracy. Let's talk with Rick Keller about that. Rick, all right, if you're approached by a hostile government, Russia, information about anything, shouldn't you alert the FBI rather than react by going, hey, if this is exactly what you say it is, I love it?
Well, I would say it's dumb, but not criminal. You know, I'm approached all the time, like maybe you are, with emails from Nigerian princes who are stuck in jail and need $1,000, you know, in exchange for giving me $3 million when they get out. I delete it. I don't meet with them. And so I think to meet with this person based on this supposed contact from this music promoter is kind of silly. But in terms of actual criminal exposure, the lady wasn't a Russian attorney. She didn't have Russian documents. The worst you can say is the optics look bad because perhaps Donald Jr. thought she would have some more information than she did. But on a scale of 1 to 10, PR, it's a 10 problem. On a legal problem, I put it 2 or 3.
Well, Whitney, let me follow up on that. If he's calling it stupid, let's talk about Jared Kushner. He never disclosed this meeting. He went to it clearly thinking it was from the Russian government, thinking it was about Hillary. He's in the West Wing right now with security clearance. Should that security clearance be revoked?
Well, that's something that certainly should be reviewed in terms of the average person who applied for high-level government security clearance would certainly be denied for misrepresenting any information in the application. So it'll be interesting to see what the reaction is to that. But I would certainly say it deserves some review if it's not already being reviewed.
Rick, I'm going to ask you what the president just tweeted about. The emails said very clearly that the Russians were here they're trying to help Donald Trump. It says that in the emails, that they had information that could sway the election. The top Trump campaign officials that we mentioned leapt at the chance to go and try to get it, as Whitney said, intent, and then lied about it over the course of many, many months. The president still is calling this a witch hunt. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think the optics look bad. In this particular case, I don't think you can call it a witch hunt and say, you know, the sources are fake because the sources in this case are your son. And so I think that's a little bit of an extreme thing. At the same time, I think the than the reality. They keep saying it's the Russians, but it's not the Russian government. It's just some crazy promoter and some crazy lady trying to have a meeting that probably should have never happened. And in retrospect, I think Donald Trump Jr. realizes it was a dumb thing.
Okay. Rick Keller, Whitney Boan, we appreciate you both coming in at the early hour of 7:10 in the morning. We appreciate you so much.
All right. Thank you.